Abby's such a fascinating creature, and it just feels weird. This is the last episode of Dance Moms because that is not worth sitting in first class for. And guess what, Jeff? We do! So that's how I know I'm getting older. Can we give a round of applause to Kelly? Hello, guys, and welcome back to Dance Moms. And today we are going to be jumping into another reunion episode. I don't really know what we're watching at this point, but technically, this episode is at the start of season 4. It was aired either before or after the premiere of season 4, but I figured, you know what, if this was aired at the same time, then clearly we're talking about stuff before season 4, so I should watch it before season 4. So you'll be getting season 4 in May. Okay, we are going to be taking just a little break. I'll be doing this episode and then the cancer episode, and then we will be doing AUDC until May, and then once Big Brother's over, then I can start doing AUDC once a week as well. So, without much further ado, let us get into this video. Let us enjoy ourselves, let us have some fun, and let's see what is going on, because I've heard it's going to be a dramatic episode. Ew. They've changed the title screen. I liked the titles. I was used to the titles, and now we got to deal with this. Oh, for God's sake, guys. For God's sake. No, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for a change in titles. What we doing here? This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking. I can't lie. I can't be doing this. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. What are they doing to me?
Changes, won't you stay, baby? We'll just be.
First of all, that was a bloody gorgeous number, bloody gorgeous. I don't remember when that was performed, though, in the previous episode. So let's do some research time, guys. I know you're excited. I know you're excited. We're kicking the episode off with some research time. That's right. Was this the number that they did whilst Abby was away? Fucking hell, no wonder I liked this song so much. I was watching and I was like, I'm sure this is the song that they did when, like, Gianna took over the thing and they did really, really well. I loved this number. This number was great. It was performed beautifully again. It was nice to see the full number as well, because I think we only saw an edited version, and the full version was so much better, or just as good. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just incredible. I loved it. So great, great number. What a great way to start off the episode, rather than we've got Jeff being like, "Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dance Moms Chatter."
Abby dropped a bombshell that she's holding auditions all over the country looking for new dancers. Does that worry you?
It does worry me.
Honestly, it shouldn't, because as far as I'm aware, the only new person that she's going to bring onto the team this season is Kalani. Maybe some others, but I'm sure they don't stay very long. So I wouldn't be too threatened, Jill, because you're still on it seasons and seasons later. You still got 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you ditch at 7, okay? So I wouldn't be too concerned about these auditions around the country. I think it's more of an excuse to just make it seem like people have a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Abby's being a hypocrite. What about your students? Like, why do you need to look outside the studio? Isn't it plagiarism if you just slap your name on somebody else's back?
Abby's such a fascinating creature, because in one breath she'll be condemning Kathy for hiring people from all over the country to be on her team, and in the same breath being like, well, I'm planning on going around the country and finding the best possible people. Yay! And it's like, well, that isn't how that works. You can't be going around the country looking for new people and condemning Kathy for having people on her team that are from around the country. So which is it, Abby? Pick and choose one, please.
I don't think she really wants to replace them. She might be just threatening it, because she really does care about all the kids, and they all are great together. I'm sorry, but she does.
Yeah, let's feed into the Abby propaganda. Oh, she really does care about all the children. She really does. Really? Really? I think the only kid that she genuinely truly cares about is Maddie. But all the rest of the kids, they're just a burden to her. They're only on the show because production chose them, do you know what I mean? She wouldn't have chosen them, I don't think.
So does that give your kids a bigger advantage over the other kids because they can, they're in class a lot?
They have a lot of privates, but just about same privates as Nia, right? About, yeah.
Oh. Same amount of privates as Nia? Really? No way. Really? I'm going to need to see some numbers on that. I need a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet of all of their privates. Because I don't believe you, Melissa. I don't believe you at all. What do you mean Maddie has the same number of privates as Nia? I don't believe that, funnily enough.
Because they don't go to school.
Yes, they do. They go to school every single day.
2 hours.
2 hours? They go to school from 8:30 to 12:30 every day.
Okay.
8:30 to 12:30. That's light work, that is. That is absolutely light work. Try 8:30 until 3. That's a long school day, okay? Okay. I mean, obviously, I know America's probably like 6 till 6. 12-hour days. I don't know what you guys do out there. But 8:30 till 12:30 is ridiculous because realistically then, you could be at dance for 1 and you're there until 10. That's a 9-hour shift at the dance studio. You're doing more dancing than you are learning and educating yourself.
Maddie told me that she cried when she found out that she's not allowed to go back to school.
She cried because of the teacher she got, and she was
Okay.
really upset, but she loves to be homeschooled.
If I'm looking at this, between the two of them, who am I believing more? I'm obviously believing Christi. Because if Christi's saying, your daughter's come to me crying and being like, I want to go to school, because she probably does, all of her friends are there, homeschooling is very isolating, I imagine. And then you've got Melissa going, no, it's because she got a teacher that she didn't like. I am not exactly clued up on middle school, I think they're in at the moment. I'm not exactly clued up, but I imagine that middle school is the same at high school, in the fact that, like, you have different teachers for different classes, right? When you, like, oh, she got a teacher that she didn't like. That's one teacher out of how many? I got so many teachers that I didn't like and didn't get on with. And did you see me going home and being like, I want to be homeschooled, crying my eyes out? No, I got on with it. Do you know what I mean? I got on with it because that's life, okay? That's life. That's what people say.
You guys all
but
clap,
guess
but
what?
you don't know the lies that this woman says over and over.
What about you? You lie to your friend all the time.
What is happening here? What is going on? How has this erupted within 2 minutes? We've been here 2 minutes and we're already erupting. It really does feel like Christi is exposing some kind of truth here and Melissa's really trying to backpedal and make herself not look that good. I think homeschooling for genuine valid reasons, like, oh, my child is being horrifically bullied and their life is in danger. Homeschooling, fair and valid. Is very ill and cannot make it to school. Homeschooling makes sense. My child wants to dance more. Not really a valid enough excuse for homeschooling, in my opinion.
Coming up on this season, what do you hope to accomplish with Brooke and Paige?
I hope that we can leave. And guess what, Jeff? We do! We achieve our goal!
I think Brooke is still the same kid she was, 5 years ago.
But I've noticed she's been really relaxed lately and having fun.
That's because she has a boyfriend that she
Oh, Brooke has a boyfriend. Okay, we're getting into the juicy gossip now. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for the juice. I'm absolutely here for the little sprinklings of little seeds growing, the gossip. How old's Brooke at this point? Like 15? 16 maybe? Fair and valid. Sometimes you want to hang out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner rather than going to dance class. I can completely understand that.
So your mom ratted you out when you were gone. She told us you had a boyfriend.
No, that was me.
It was Christi.
I did. I ratted you out. That was me. I think they've been meeting secretly for years, haven't they?
Yeah. Whoa.
Could you imagine being a teenager and having to talk about this on TV? I actually think I would mentally combust. I think in that moment, my soul would leave my body and you'd just see a shell left on this planet. Because I could not hack the embarrassment of this conversation. No, thank you very much, good sir.
Don't worry, I don't leave those two alone by themselves. I'm always there.
Oh, I'm so gonna miss Paige and Brooke. Oh, no. No, I'm gutted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, JoJo and Kalani, but you'll never be Paige and Brooke. You'll never, ever, ever be Paige and Brooke, and that's so unfortunate for you guys. Oh, that's so tough.
Abby flipped out. She didn't like her cute big eyes. And she doesn't like the part where Kathy gave it to her either.
Wait. Let's sum that conversation up. So, Kathy felt bad that Abby had lost Broadway Baby, so got her another dog. And Abby didn't like the fact that Kathy got her a dog and the fact that the dog had big eyes, so gave it to Nia. What is with Abby and just giving dogs to her children? Do you know what I mean? Like, not even her children, but her dance children. Like, this is wild. Like, can I be a dance student and get a dog? Actually, no, that's a lot of responsibility. I take that back.
Abby looked at her tickets and it said, like, zone 3. And Abby was like, oh, I hate being in zone 3. It's so annoying. I want to be in first class.
God, she doesn't want to ride for the peasants in the back. The ones who can't afford the luxury. Oh, God, heaven forbid. In fact, what is the flight time from Pittsburgh to Las Vegas? Let's do some research, shall we? Because I'm very curious, because I have a very strict ruling when it comes to flight times and whether it's worth it to upgrade or not. It's a 5-hour flight. That is not worth sitting in first class for. Not worth it at all. Anything over 7 hours, then it's worth it, in my opinion. Like, when I've flown to LA, I've flown in first class. I've flown in premium economy. I've flown in the upgrades because it's worth it. It's an 11-hour flight from London. When you fly to the Dominican, to Mauritius, it's worth that money because it's a long flight. If it's fucking 4 hours, it takes me 4 hours to get to Turkey. I'm going in a couple of weeks. Do you think I'm upgrading? No. I'm going to sit in my seat and I'm going to shut up and I'm going to go watch my TV. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to chill. So you, Abby Lee Miller, get into zone 3, you ungrateful little biatch.
I guess the positive side of this is they're learning to act.
And cheat and steal and lie. But okay, that's fine, I guess. She made Nia pretend to be wheelchair bound so she could get on the plane earlier. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
This makes me laugh.
Wow, how about that?
Mackenzie is just so sweet and innocent, and it's so lovely. Oh my God. Like, you know, she's the kind of person, that's how I know I'm getting old, where you just want to squeeze her cheeks. You just want to go, oh, you're so cute. I feel like an old auntie coming in and just wanted to squeeze her cheeks. That's how I know I'm getting older.
Yeah, and then one day she was like texting 14 boys, and I'm like, whoa!
I was keeping my options open.
No, because I'm going to miss Chloe as well. Why is season 4 going to be such an emotional season? Because I've got to say goodbye to 2 people. I've got to say goodbye to Christi, Kelly, Brooke, Paige, and Chloe. No, I'm not ready to start season 4. Guys, we're stopping it here. This is the last episode of Dance Moms because we're not going to be watching anymore because I want to live in the delusion that they're still on the show. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll watch them leave because I'm going to be upset.
We have kids that want to model. We have kids that are singing. They're missing class to do that, and that's okay. But don't think that the Abby Lee Dance Company is going to sit at home and suffer.
Very, very veiled and hidden references to Brooke and Paige there, am I right? I mean, who could possibly be the people that want to sing and model? I've no clue. Is it Nia? Is it Kendall? Who knows? Who knows?
Still working.
So what about Kendall? What do we need to look out for Kendall?
Jill?
Her mother?
Kendall's worst enemy is her mother.
Well, Abby, I just want to say that I disagree. My little Kendall is having a fabulous time, but I just want to say I'm not her enemy. She knows that I'm her mama and I love her and I would do anything for my little Kendall. Jill just inhabits my body for a little bit. Wow. Jiminy Jellicas, Batman.
But unfortunately, I'm at your studio every day and can't have a performance coach at my house. Because we're lucky we have time to take a shower every day and do homework.
I mean, what do you even say to that? Kelly's completely right. They've got no time. I don't think you guys understand. Well, you probably do. But the time commitment that these kids are having to take out of their day. I struggle to go to the gym sometimes in a day because I'll wake up and I will be like, okay, I've got to record, I've got to edit, I've got work later on, I've got to tutor. I've then got to fit in my meals. I've got to shower. Like, all of this stuff takes up a lot of time. And then I've still got to go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? Like, that can take 2 hours sometimes, there and back, and obviously spend an hour there. It's tough. It's tough. So these kids are doing, like, what, 6 hours dancing a day, as well as school? When are they meant to do literally anything else?
At 15 years old, she is on a national television show.
Right.
And has sold over 35,000 albums.
Is this your way of thanking me?
What has she got to thank you for? Like, realistically, none of this is down to you. It's down to the show. You didn't put her on this show. If anybody put her on the show, it was fucking Christi. Let me thank Christi, because Christi's the one that got us here at the end of the day. You were just a little no-name nobody, okay? Abby Lee Miller. Now, you're famous. And it's all down to Christi, and doesn't that fucking piss you off? Doesn't that really ruffle your feathers? Doesn't it really boil your blood as it should?
You'll never know. Paige would have looked fabulous.
I don't care.
You don't care. You don't care. Your kid's going to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, I can't lie. Also, can we give a round of applause to Kelly? Can we just give a round of applause to her because she's finally beaten cancer? And honestly, it made my day to find that out. I saw it on Instagram. It made me smile. It lit my day up. And I was like, yes! Because I've just gotten to the part on Back to the Bar where she's obviously being open and honest about her chemotherapy and how, like, it's affecting her day to day. So it's so great to know that, like, a year later, she's finally beaten cancer. She's on the road to recovery. Yes, yes, yes. So happy. Honestly, brought a smile to my face.
As you said, Brooke's music career is hotter than ever. And here to prove it is Brooke singing Mean to Me.
She's got a song called Mean to Me. She's got a song called Mean to Me. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you this, obviously, because the last time I tried to show one of Brooke's songs, I got slapped with copyright and I had to mute it in the video. So I'm going to watch it and I'm going to give you my thoughts afterwards. So, yeah, but I am excited because I kind of do like Brooke's songs. They are sort of like basic pop songs, but, you know, sometimes you like a basic pop song. I do like a basic pop song. But, yeah, let's have a look and see how we feel about this one.
That means so much to me.
I think that she was lip syncing, I can't lie. But, either way, very, very good performance. I enjoyed it. The song's fun and funky. It is giving undertones of you're so mean, but you mean so much to me. It's giving vibes of this is about Abby, but it's about a boy. I liked it. It was fun. It was funky. Yeah, there's not really much more I can say about this. Like, obviously, I know that this music career does not pan out for Brooke. But, I mean, it's cute that they're trying to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's nice. It's nice that they're trying to give her an opportunity to shine. And it's also nice to see them do something outside of the realm of dance. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as dancing is the main premise of this show, sometimes it gets a little bit boring, guys. Sometimes it gets a little bit boring. I want to see them doing an acting shoot or something like that. See them really flex their talents. Do you know what I mean? Because in this industry, you have to be a triple threat. You can't just be a single threat. Otherwise, you're not much of a threat at all. Ooh. There were so many moments in that where I was like, wow, this is a number. This is exceptional. Genuinely, very, very impressed. Honestly, just wow is all I can say is wow. Whoa. Yeah, that was really, really good. That was incredible. Just, like I said, big claps indeed.
What does your contract say about public nudity? Because Melissa showed her boobs on Bourbon Street. That's acceptable at the Abby Lee Dance Company?
I never saw that until I watched the episode.
Yeah.
This does bring up a very, very interesting moral dilemma because Melissa also did break the rules of Abby Lee Dance Company manifesto. I don't even know the contract. I want to see this contract and I want to study it clause by clause. I feel like that would be absolutely hysterical. So if somebody can find me the Abby Lee Dance Company contract, I don't know whether it's available online somewhere, but if somebody can, I will make a whole video just going through it and just discussing it and the ludicrous nature of it, because I think that must be the most hysterical thing on the planet to sign. But anyway, Melissa did get her tits out on Bourbon Street, so you know what? Tough one. Maybe Maddie and Mackenzie should have been pulled as well.
I am sorry for my behavior that day. I'm sorry that it impacted your group at Nationals, and I hope that you are a big enough woman to accept my apology and not hold it against a 12-year-old little girl.
Oh, I don't hold it against a 12-year-old girl.
Queen of accountability. That's our Christi. Queen of accountability. One thing that you cannot ever say about Christi is that she doesn't own her shit when she's in the wrong. When she is in the wrong, whether it be years later on the back to the bar or whether it be in person like right now, she takes accountability for her actions, and you know what? I appreciate that. It takes a big person to say that they're wrong, and it takes a bigger person to apologise, even though I don't feel like this apology was genuine because it's to Abby, do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't actually owe Abby an apology whatsoever. If anything, Abby owes her an apology just for being a vile human being. But that is a different topic for a different day.
From what I heard about
$2.99.
booty
You
camp,
got it for $1.99 and you still didn't pay it.
I absolutely paid booty camp. My credit card's on file. If your employee didn't run it, she's incompetent. Maybe you need to hire someone new.
No.
Oh! This is the thing. This is the thing. Surely it's just a direct debit. Do you know what I mean? Like, surely it's just the money is taken out of the account on, like, a running bill until it's cancelled. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know many products and services that you have to manually send the money in every single time just to make a payment. Surely you should just be able to, like, run it, bish bash bosh, done. Also, Abby using the girls for, like, a meet and greet purpose to draw people into her studio. That's kind of crazy, I can't lie. That's absolutely wild and crazy. No wonder Chloe wasn't there, because Chloe's mum, Christi, is not letting her child be used as a money-making venture for Abby Lee fucking Miller. No, thank you, good sir.
What does your husband say? Everything I do, Melissa has to hang her out to show that it's the biggest? That's what your husband says about Melissa. Well,
Jill's husband is savage. Savage! But also so correct. Melissa, if she was a bloke, would get her dick out and be like, see, mine's longer. Mine is the longest. And even if somebody had a slightly bigger penis, she'd still be like, well, that's just because it's a certain angle. At a certain angle, it's longer than yours. At a certain angle, inverted, it's longer than yours.
you don't control the Pennsylvania Board of Education. I can't call them up and say, you know what? Abby Lee Miller says my kid only needs these 3 subjects. She's only going to be there for 3 hours, and then she's going to dance class.
I'm sorry, but Christy's so correct. You can't be like, oh, they can't go out at lunchtime. They're not allowed to play in the playground with their friends. They're not allowed to have fun at school. Like, what the fuck am I meant to do? Ring up the school and be like, hi, Principal Wallace. Right, I'm really, really sorry, but Abby Lee Miller has told me that Chloe is not allowed to enjoy herself at school. So I need you to send somebody with her at all times. Anytime she cracks a smile, slap her around the face and remind her that Abby Lee Miller is always watching at all times. Please. I know we shouldn't be slapping children, but this is Abby Lee Miller that we're talking about. Our Lord and Saviour, Abby Lee Miller, did decree this. So therefore, we do have to listen to the prophet. Yes, I know she's a fake prophet and those are sacrilegious. But you know what? Abby Lee Miller's gonna Abby Lee Miller, you know what I mean?
Did you sign a contract that said booty camp is mandatory?
Okay, 4 days. If 4 days are that important, you're not a very good teacher.
And here's the thing.
Wow. Christy's vicious today. Christy's kind of vicious, but I'm here for it. I am here for this vim and vigor.
That depends on the kid's work.
I don't know about that. I think that depends on how the moms behaved that week.
No.
Well,
that was a horrifically long silence. I know the editors were like, we just need to leave a really awkward pause there because that was fucking vicious. Like, you could have heard a mouse fart in that time. That's how quiet it was. Let alone a pin drop. Mouse farting, that's the new equivalence. I hate this already. I fucking hate this. What do you mean? We are doing a Chicago spoof. It's gonna be Roxy. And instead, it's gonna be Maddie. Who signed off on this? This is horrible. This is awful. This makes Maddie look so unbelievably muggy. So unbelievably muggy. And we're just meant to sit here and like feed into this bullshit. I feel so bad for Maddie because the backlash from this must have been wild. Because no way are you making this kid get up on stage. It's gonna be Maddie. And expect her not to get backlash because it looks like she's a self-conceited, like, narcissist. Do you know what I mean? That's craziness. Abby, production, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I feel really bad for Maddie. If you're going to do a spoof of Roxy, it doesn't really work with children. Let's just put it that way. Roxy is a song, very sultry, very sexy. She's surrounded by, well, this is my memory of the song at least. She's surrounded by men. It's gonna be Roxy. It's very sultry and sexy and, oh, it oozes sex appeal. And then you make a child do a similar number and it just feels weird. It just feels weird. It's like when they got them to do the Chicago number and it just felt weird because Chicago is literally all about women empowerment and sex appeal, I guess. Like, that's what I get from that musical. And I just feel like it doesn't really translate when you're getting children to do it. Doesn't really work. I don't even think the dancing was that good. I think the dancing was passable. It felt basic. It felt clunky, I guess. Like, it's just...
But what I'm saying, I'm challenging you that Nia
You don't need to challenge me. You need to challenge Nia.
And I am.
No, I'm challenging you as a teacher because you're clearly not putting in the time and effort with Nia to make her one of your best dancers. Do you know what I mean? You're the teacher at the end of the day. Do some teaching.
You would be happy for her because you were making the money on it.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think that...
What do you always say, Holly?
Like, Abby likes $1.
Yeah, Abby loves $1.
Everybody loves $1, am I right? Yeah, it does come across as Abby's just kind of bitter that she's not getting paid for this girl doing all of these amazing things, and that's why she can't be positive about it. That's the vibe that it gives. And it's just sad at the end of the day. Like, it's actually very, very sad that she has to live in such a negative environment because Abby's not happy for her.
Right, and when your kid gets hit in the teeth with a field hockey puck, and they need to be on television the next day.
What if she rips her ACL dancing? Then what does she do? You know, I mean, like, it's the same thing.
A brilliant point. You can get injured wherever you go. You could be walking into the Abby Lee studio and a pothole takes your ankle out. Do you know what I mean? So, genuinely, I would pipe down, Abby. You can get injured at any moment in your life.
You guys don't care how this amazing kid comes on. You want to see Nia get 10 solos. You want to see Brooke sing a song. You want to see Chloe feel good about herself because those are the kids you fell in love with.
I do completely agree. I don't feel so connected to the new kids that come on the show. It took me a while to connect to Kendall. And then the more I spent time with her, the more I was like, okay, this kid's kind of cool. She's kind of good. But like, Sophia coming on the show, didn't care for her. Peyton, I don't really care for her either. What other kids have come on the show? Asia, I could take her, I could leave her. Do you know what I mean? I'm invested in the kids that I started this show with because I've been on a journey with them. I've seen them week after week after week. At this point, I must have watched, what, 70 odd episodes with them? Do you know what I mean? So, no, surely not. 39.
A few moments later.
Oh, no, we're over 70. We are over 70, actually. Yeah. We're actually closer to 80, I can't lie. So, you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing of, I'm invested in these guys. I think the show might not have gained its notoriety without Abby. But I don't think it's successful because of Abby. I think it's infamous because of Abby. And that's not necessarily a good thing.
We are a valuable part of making you successful. So maybe you should say thank you to us.
Because I'm not being funny. If this was just a show about kids dancing, I don't know if I'd be that interested. The mums make this show, like, so much better. It's called Dance Mums. It's not called the Abby Lee Miller Show, is it, at the end of the day? It's Dance Mums. We're focusing on the mums. Your surplus to requirements, your surplus. We're looking at the dance mums and how they deal with dance.
I think it's fair
Don't
to
come
say.
to my mother's funeral,
Oh,
please.
I won't.
What do you mean? Where did that come from? I'm assuming that this must have been filmed when they've already been filming season 4 and she's already died? Yeah, this bit's sick. Still a fantastic number. Still very, very entertaining. You gotta give her props where props are due. This is a great dance and one of her best. In fact, not the best that she's ever done, in my opinion. That was incredible. That spinning segment in the middle, spicy. Spicy, amazing, incredible.
It's not about believing. I have always been a huge fan of Nia's.
She said huge!
Stop torturing them. Like, no matter what they do, it's not good enough.
Just say it's nice. Oh, honey, you're fabulous. That's what you want me to do?
No, we just asked you to stop torturing her! Stop being an unbelievable, nasty bitch to them! That's all we're asking. It's not that much. It's not that much to ask. Please, Abby, please!
What's the big surprise?
I've been getting submissions from all over the country. Kids who want to be on the Abby Lee Dance Company elite competition team.
Code for kids that want to be on Dance Mums. Let's be honest. Let's be real, shall we? They are more interested about being on a silly little TV show than they are about being on your team. They don't care about being on your team. They want to be on the TV show. I think that is it for today. That is all we've got time for. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. Honestly, I'm excited to get deep into season 4. Nervous, because obviously we've got Kelly's big episode coming up and then we've got Christi leaving at the end of the season. But I have been rest assured that there's about 30 odd episodes in season 4. So we'll probably get to Christi leaving in about September time. So without much further ado, I will head off. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys later. Bye. Keep on ranting. See you guys later.